got your rhythm, Cal, but the boss wants a word. It'll be good for us. Here he is, Chief.
An error has been detected on line 10A. All our clamps are jammed. I need 2 workers to climb up and secure the cables.
That's not an easy maneuver.
The guild will double your pay for this shift.
Come on, Cal. Well, it's a score. That couldn't hurt. Huh?
Okay.
All right. Let's go.
Get to work.
This way.
I'm right behind you.
Couldn't pay me enough to salvage live munitions.
Can't spend money.
Sorry, Cal.
Don't worry about it.
Them crazy riggers can't seem to understand that.
You should get that checked out.
Sure, it's nothing.
Up here.
You say that every time.
After you, kid. Will you look at that? A separatist ship. Haven't seen a Luke or Hulk in ages.
Yeah. Ages.
Breaking her will be big money. All right. Go.
Look out!
Hands up!
What the hell?
Hey, you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. Ladder's out, though. Gonna have to find another way.
Yeah, no problem. I'll improvise.
You there, pal?
Depart this barge immediately. You are not approved trash.
And trash? Just not approved trash.
there. Come on!
Just passing through.
Careful, stabilizers down. Kilo Tominos. I told you to replace the stabilizers. Good! That's pretty nice! Is this what's bad for you? Really, that's wonderful. Hurry up! We're close to finishing ahead of schedule. I can just about taste the credits. It's gonna be a wild night tonight. Let's get this job done.
Reckless, Cal.
Good to see you.
You too. Don't get yourself killed.
That's the idea. Sounds like scrap rats. Creepy. Just passing through, guys. No need to come out and say hi this time.
Cal, I'll meet you at the clamps.
Sounds good. Be there soon.
get here?
How'd you get here?
Huh?
Look, the ship cutter is here. There it goes. Hey, we should get moving. Yep, good looking out. We gotta finish before they start cutting this wing.
After that.
Cal, use the manual override lever below.
Got it. Your turn.
Hold on. All right, clamp secured. You okay?
Still here.
Gave me a fright there, pal.
Done.
Hang on. I got this. We're done. Get out up here. Come take a look at this. It's a Jedi fighter. What a score! It's a real scrapper's payday. I mean, this heap's been here, what, 4 years?
5.
Whoever flew this went down in a blaze of glory. Those Jedi. Real tragedy. You know, I've always said they couldn't all be traitors.
Yeah, maybe.
I guess it's just our lucky day. Empire's gonna get a lot of good material out of it. Yeah, here we are scrapping these ships from the war just so they can turn around and make new ones. What a racket, huh? All of us risking our necks for the bosses. And the pay was better back during the Republic, too.
Hey, you really should watch what you say.
Listen to me. Find us feel like this, could be your ticket off this soggy rock.
What makes you think I want out of here?
Come on, Cal, you're a young guy. You don't end up like me. Eventually, you gotta move on and live your life. Find your destiny.
Whatever you say. Hey, we should get back down.
You're not listening to me. What is that? Help me!
You okay?
Cal! I can't climb up!
Just hang on.
I'm slipping!
No, don't let go.
I can't hold on!
Bro, no! You okay, bro?
I'm all right. Just pin down.
Pilot's gone. I'll get us out of here. Just hang on.
Watch out, Cal!
Look out! This thing is barely flying. Hold on! Prof, you all right?
Yeah. Okay,
We gotta move. Come on.
What the hell happened? What was that back there? Was that you? Well, that was the Force, wasn't it?
Just forget what you saw, okay? Please trust me.
I've seen the stories. I've heard it. There's
Prof,
bounties out on people like you.
I know.
Yeah, we're ready. We need to be careful. Yeah. You holding up okay?
Good. Yeah, you?
Yeah. Cal, I've been working with you some time now. I've never seen you do anything like that before. We've been through some hell together. So, I know the risk that you took for me. I don't know how to repay you.
Don't mention it. I mean it.
You don't have to worry about me. This place, it's not safe. Maybe you should, disappear.
I'm just gonna head back to my place, grab my bag. Tappers owes me a favor.
I heard he was up on Mount Shidoa.
Yeah. You won't be seeing me for a while, Prof.
Yeah, okay. Okay, Cal.
Prof? Prof, wait up. Where are you going?
Listen.
Master.
Trust only in the Force.
Train has stopped.
Yeah, something's going on.
Everybody up. Identification ready. Move out and line up.
Probably just another contraband inspection.
Is this all of them?
Yes, second sister.
We seek a dangerous fugitive. This is no common anarchist, but a devotee of the treasonous Jedi Order. Failure to turn over this traitor will result in a charge of sedition. Turn yourself in, or everyone present shall face summary execution.
I think it's time someone came forward. I've been working on this heap a long time. Way before the war. We refit and rebuilt ships. Best in the galaxy. Then came the Empire. And engineers became scrappers. The workers, they just started getting worked.
Bro.
We all know the truth. We're just too afraid to say it. To the Empire, we're all just expendable.
Yes, you are.
No!
Look at this, a lightsaber.
I found the Jedi!
What's that? Checking out the disturbance.
Oh, that hurts.
Hold it. Don't move. How'd you get here?
Easy now.
Got a stowaway.
Hey, you don't need to call this in.
Gotcha. Hear that over the comm? Jedi? Stay sharp. It's a traitor. Blast him. Yeah. Okay. All right, get him. Contact confirmed. Shoot to kill. Go get him. Yes, understood. I sealed the cargo door. They couldn't beat you. I can.
One way out. Gotta keep moving.
I I chose to rest instead. That's how I prepare.
That's how you prepare for death. Rest when you're dead, Stormtrooper. Someone might be back there.
It's the Jedi!
That's right. Jedi. I'll break your guard.
The fugitive comes this way. I'm ready for it.
Get to the front, stop the train. Oh no! Need cover. Gotta move in between bursts. Now. Faster!
Here! I'm ready for your trick.
He shot the coupling out. Gotta get down! Ah! Ah! No! Ears up! Now. The train stopped? Oh, this can't be good.
Somewhere. I recognize that stance. Perhaps you've had some training after all. Who was your master, Padawan? Someone I killed, perhaps? What Jedi gave their life so that you might live? Do better. Very well. You won't dodge the next. Scared, are you? Do not test my patience.
shut that thing off and grab some seat.
Thanks for the help. But who are you people?
My name is Seer Junda, and this is my captain, Grease Dritus.
How you doing? Yeah, the Mantis is my ship, but you better pay attention to this lady here.
So, who are you?
Cal Kestis. Who was that back there?
An Imperial Inquisitor. She's a Force user hunting Jedi survivors. And now that she knows who you are, she will not stop until she destroys you.
How do you know so much? And why'd you help me?
We track Imperial communications. We heard the Inquisitors were heading to Braca, so we made our move.
Oh, yeah? And what's the bounty on Jedi these days anyway?
That's gratitude for you.
Look, I get it. You've been surviving on your own for so long that it's impossible to trust anyone. And it's what's kept you alive. But this is about something bigger than just surviving.
Like what?
Like rebuilding the Jedi Order.
You too? Anybody else?
Oh, we're not good enough for you?
The Jedi Council?
They're gone.
So I'm all you've got.
Captain, set a course for Bogano.
Aye, aye.
In the meantime, try and relax. Go, you're safe. For now.
You gotta move on and live your life. Find your destiny. Calico!
You were talking in your sleep. Weirdo.
Song. I wrote it years ago. You touch an object and witness events connected to it. You feel its history.
It's an echo in the Force from the object.
Not many Jedi have that skill.
How would you know that?
I was once a Jedi, but not anymore.
Do I know you?
No. But I knew your master, Jaro DePaul. He was a true guardian of the Republic.
He was a hero. Listen. Something happened to me during the purge. I survived, but my connection to the Force is damaged. When I meditate, if I let my guard down, I lose control. And it's like I'm back in that moment when...
You survived, Cal. And you're not alone. Not anymore.
We're coming up on our destination.
This is Bogano. A Jedi I knew discovered it before the Purge. You won't find it on any maps.
The Empire doesn't know this place exists?
No.
So, what's the plan? We hide out here?
We're done hiding, Cal. See that structure over there? I believe that vault holds the key to rebuilding the Jedi Order. But it requires someone strong in the Force to pass its test.
And since you're not a Jedi anymore, that's why you need me.
I know you don't trust me. And I'm not really sure I trust you. But we have a common enemy. And a common cause. I'll share more of my plan after you reach the vault. But until then, there's someone here I think you should meet. May the Force be with you.
Guess I'm looking for a Jedi then. But if there's already one here, why does Seer need me? Hey there, little guy. This looks like a safe place to meditate. Just need to focus my mind. Hey, BD1. I'm Cal. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm just looking for someone. No, not you. I'm searching for a Jedi, I think. Hold on. You know the Jedi? What do you know? Wait, hold on! Did you just slice that? Thanks. That's the vault Seer mentioned. Whoever I'm supposed to find must be waiting there. Any ideas? Gotta get across this gap somehow. A zip line? Whoa! How'd you know that would work? Wait. Didn't? Careful over there. That doesn't look safe. Just like back at the scrapyard. Hold on, I'm coming. That was pretty brave. You okay? Wait, I can help you with that. Will you let me? Oh, okay. Well, your scomplink is busted, but this should help you get moving for now. Okay, try that. The vault. Yeah, that's where I was headed to. Okay, well, first we gotta figure out a way out of this place. BD, that's a little small for me. Don't worry, I'll find my own way out. Tight fit, but this should work. Those vines look like they lead somewhere. Hope they're sturdy. Yeah, I'm all right. Healing stem. You're full of surprises. That's better. Thanks, little droid. Okay, let's try this again. Okay. Here, hop on board. So, how'd you get here? Don't remember? I've never known a forgetful droid. Can't argue with that. Hey, a chest. Think the Jedi would mind if we grab supplies? Where are you going? So what was in there? That's where we need to go. I can feel it. You mapped everywhere we've been. I can't make it over there. We gotta find another way. Okay. Something we can use? This tool was used by someone eager to reach the vault. Run for it! Another one? Well done. I'll check it out. Let's get going, BD1. See something in there?
Again.
It's difficult, Master.
Yes, the path is difficult. It may seem impossible, but with persistence and the Force as your ally, you will overcome any obstacle. You will master any path. Now, do what you must to reach me. Reach my position.
I did it. Persistence and the Force is my ally. Just remembering old tricks. Think you can show me that shortcut again? Okay. Something we can use? That's a really big bug. Can you slice this? Sorry about your scalp link. But standing up to that bog rat, pretty brave. Don't fall behind, BD1. Racy there. Whoa, it's on. We're not finished yet. Okay, you probably would have won. Probably. Amazing. You all right, BD?
Well done, whoever you are. You have passed the test I left behind and gained access to the vault and this recording, one of many encrypted logs stored in the droid. I am Master Eno Cordova. I may not know your name, but I know your purpose. The fate of the Jedi Order lies in your hands. This place, this vault, is a sacred temple, built by a vanished civilization known as the Zephyr. Meditating here, I was granted a premonition through the Force, a vision of doom. I have placed inside this vault a Jedi holocron containing a list of the names and locations of young Force sensitives throughout the galaxy. Ahead, you will find the inner chamber of the vault, but also another test. I can only trust this hologram to someone who has followed my path and understands. Seek out the hidden tombs of the three sages and learn to perceive the mysteries of the Force as the Zepho once did. In this droid, you will find everything you need to succeed on this journey. Go to the Zepho homeworld. There, you will find peace in the eye of the storm. Good luck, Jedi. And may the Force be with you.
I guess you were the someone I was supposed to meet. You know, I've been alone for a while now. Without any purpose, just hiding. There's no way to live. Not for a Jedi. Or a droid. Maybe Seer was right. Maybe we're done hiding. Hey, you want to meet some, friends of mine? I think I found what you wanted me to see.
Sounds like you did. We'll be waiting.
I'm looking. What's that? Find something? Whoever owned this bag brought it from Coruscant. They were frustrated with the Jedi Council.
My friend, it appears the Zepho had some interest in Dathomir. Strange. For such a peaceful culture to have any sort of fascination with a place so dark.
Let's go, BD1. Should be a lot quicker than the way in. Looks like it smells worse than grease does. Was killed. Was it trying to defend its family? How are you feeling, BD1? Good. I'm glad. What is this place? Jedi used this place to study the sphere above. I can still feel the excitement. Oh? Well done.
You passed the test.
So you knew about BD-1?
Come on board. We'll talk inside.
Oh, BD-1, this is Grease. Hey, Grease.
What is that? Get off my sofa! Get off my sofa! Don't! Get out of there! Get out!
That is BD-1. He's with us.
I don't care who he's with. Do you have any idea how hard it is to get oil stains out of petroleum fabric?
Not really.
Oh, I hope you found something better out there than this droid.
Oh, calm down, Grease. He did. Tell us, Cal.
The vault was built by an ancient civilization called the Zepho. A Jedi named Eno Cordova hid something inside of it.
What did he hide inside?
A holocron from the archives. It contains a list of Force-sensitive children.
The next generation of Jedi. I knew it! Oh, Cordova, you old fool.
You knew him?
Yes, a long time ago. I was his apprentice. Cordova was a loner. That little droid and I are probably the only ones that know about Pagano.
Hold on, wait a minute. A holo what?
A holocron. It stores information, but only accessible to Jedi. Hang on, I think I have one around here. Use the Force.
This is Master Obi-Wan Kenobi. I regret to report that both our Jedi Order and the Republic have fallen.
With that list of Force sensitives, we could rebuild the Jedi Order and defeat the Empire.
Okay, no problem. Let's get it.
Well, except the holocron is hidden deep inside the vault, and to get it, we have to follow Cordova's path. He mentioned something about the planet Dathomir and a Zepho homeworld.
All right, well, where are we going? I'm just asking because I was thinking of maybe making some food.
Look, before we do anything, I need to know something. How come you're no longer a Jedi?
I had an experience that changed my perspective. So I cut myself off from the Force.
But you still want to rebuild the Order.
I believe that rebuilding the Order is the best chance we have against the Empire. What do you believe?
I believe I can't keep hiding from the Empire, so I don't really have a choice.
Cal, as long as you're alive, you will always have a choice. Are you with us?
We're in.
Dathomir Zepho. It's your choice.
Picking our next destination? Follow your instincts.
Zepho? Sure, let's go. You know, my piloting hasn't been this good since I graduated first in my class at the Lateron Space Academy.
I wasn't aware Lateron had an academy.
Yeah, it was new back in the day. You probably don't get around that area much.
So what did you train on?
Name it. Fighters, freighters, short range, long range, whatever.
Hey, Grease, what's this thing?
What? You've never seen a terrarium before?
Sure, but don't they usually have plants in them?
Well, I've been a bit busy hauling you around the galaxy. But you know, you could pay me back with some seeds.
I thought you hated nature.
When it's out there, you betcha. But when it's behind a comfortably thick wall of embarring glass, that's perfection.
All right, I'll see if I can find any.
Sit down, kid. It's time to land. Think of a storm brewing down there. This might not be the best time to land.
Something strange. Those winds are interfering with our comms.
Hey, Cordova mentioned something about peace in the eye of the storm. Well, I can just make out a settlement in the middle of it.
Then we have to get there.
Copy that. Couple bumps ain't gonna kill you, kid. Unless the wind picks up. Can you tell that bucket of balls to keep his opinion to himself?
I'm sure everything's under control.
Of course it's under control, it's just a little tricky. Okay, hold on. Huh, perfect landing. Easy money, baby.
But I'm still getting a lot of interference on the comms. It's gonna take me a minute to get them back up.
I'll search for signs of Cordova in the meantime.
Good. I'll be in touch once I crack this. Cal, over here. You did good work on Bogano. The more information we gather on Cordova and the Zepho, the closer we'll get to stopping the Empire.
I've heard of ancient cultures, but don't know much about them.
I only knew that Cordova was obsessed with the Zepho, believing their teachings to be important. I, too, was intrigued by the mysteries of our galaxy. You better get moving. There's a lot to learn here. Good luck.
Hey now. What was in there? Can't open it. Thanks for the help. Hey! Something we can use? Watch out, BD. No more friendly.
Cal, can you hear me?
The Empire. They found Zepho.
If they were following the Mantis, we would have been swarmed already.
Could they be looking for the tombs?
Let's hope not. Just got our comms working. I'll try the same workaround to crack into theirs.
I'm looking.
Stungus, sentient plant, filled with explosives. This describes movement. You can't get far. Keep calm. We can beat you, Jedi. You're swift, aren't you? Jedi!
It's all lies. The Empire just wanted this land.
Don't slip up now. I can't keep track of it. Oh no! Oh no, no, no! What are you doing down there? Let's move up. Get in here. Go. Target is mobile. Don't regret that.
Where are you taking us?
The Empire's forced the villagers from their homes, frightened refugees, shipped off to work camps, or worse.
Incoming! I'm liking this. intruder here. Alright, I've got him. If you say so.
Oh, okay.
With me, after the intruder. Don't let him get you. Killing us! I'm tracking him! He's dodging! Don't be next! Up already! Don't slip up now. Hostile under us. I got this. Don't let up. He's dodging. It's just me now.
Do you think we'll be reassigned? Could go.
Assault him! You killed them all!
Holding up okay? Good to hear. problem? Thanks, BD1.
I'm hungry. Stop him! Birds on the target. Contact on target. Whole squad is down. Knock all you want. I'll keep trying.
Gotta be one of the Zepho. Guess we're on the right track, huh, BD?
Eyes up! I've got a shot! Not invincible! Get it! Move! Move! Open bump! Take him down!
Need to stand patched up.
Got an intruder! You killed them all! This Jedi is dangerous! I botched that! I've got this! You won't be routed! A solid blow!
BD1.
I see you! I did it! You're not getting out of here alive, Jedi. You won't get me. I'll break you.
What was in there?
Down there. Where'd you go? In accordance with the Emperor's will, we've occupied Zepho, redistributing its inhabitants. This planet has failed to yield significant data or relics for Project Augur. Its electromagnetic winds have rendered the bulk of our mining technology useless. Meanwhile, more stormtroopers lose their lives to dangerous fauna. We will not be able to fulfill our directive here. It is my recommendation that we disband the project and leave a token outpost to keep scavengers from stealing our technology. Jedi, engage with caution! Jedi hit.
Don't let him run! Am I even close to hitting him? Come on, Jedi. Fight us!
Oh, all right then. What do we find?
your location. You need to move fast.
On it. Thanks.
Gotcha. I can't do this by myself. We'll end this quick. In pursuit. I missed. Through this. Shoot at him. He's mine. Not an easy target. Don't like our chances here. I knew it would end like this.
Come back here. What's that, anyone?
I found something.
What do they know?
No mention of Cordova. I don't think the Empire knows he's been here.
Then we have the advantage. For now.
That's interesting. We're on the right track. Can't get through. There's a storm up ahead. Something about it crippled the Empire's equipment. I can feel something pulling me there, beyond the storm.
Follow it. Let the Force sharpen your instinct.
All right. I'll do my best. Another one of these. Wonder if they connect. going, BD1? Hey now. So what was in there? BD1, over here. These things are pretty cute. Never seen a storm do that before. Yeah, it's incredible.
My friend, I believe this to be the earliest sign we've uncovered in reservations. I cannot chase the Bogano fault from my mind. Its vision shaped the direction of an entire culture. I must understand why.
I'm in the tomb. It's massive.
And the Empire?
No sign of them down here.
What about Cordova?
Still not sure what I'm supposed to find. He's a little...
eccentric? Tell me about it. But he wouldn't send us here for his amusement. Keep an open mind.
Did you see that? Ugh.
Stim! wind rippling through these chimes. Voices from the past. Seems like these
these spheres are related to the sockets on the ground. What do you think, BD? Yeah? I need to settle the sphere in front of that middle wind shaft. Seems like these spheres are related to the sockets on the ground. What do you think, BD? Yeah? I need to settle the sphere in front of that middle wind shaft. Everything okay, BD1? Glad to hear it.
These were used in Zepho meditation rituals. I think they were training Force users.
Ugh. Guess a lightsaber can't solve everything. What's this? Thanks, BD1.
Focus! The Jedi do not seek aggression, but we stand against it. The Force is there to shield us. The obstacles in your path define the path. What stands in the way becomes the way. Now, try again. Push the ball before it reaches you. Try again. Continue. Faster now. Complete the test. Use the Force to push the ball at the target. Keep your eye on the ball.
In the way comes the way. I did it.
My friend, take a look at the detail on this bark. The distinctive striations. It can only be a Rocha tree from Kashyyyk. It's time to call on an old friend. If the Zepho had contact with Kashyyyk, there is a good chance Chieftain Tarfel will know about it.
There's gotta be another spear somewhere. Hey, didn't we see one of these spears on the way in? We did swing on it, didn't we? I wonder if there's a way to get it down. There's gotta be another spear somewhere. Hey, didn't we see one of these spears on the way in? We did swing on it, didn't we? I wonder if there's a way to get it down. There's gotta be another spear somewhere. Crafted this artifact as an offering to the wind. It was destroyed intentionally for some reason. there, BD1. How are you feeling, BD1? Good. I'm glad. Hey, didn't we see one of these spheres on the way in? We did swing on it, didn't we? I wonder if there's a way to get it down. There's gotta be another spear somewhere. Hey, BD1. didn't we see one of these spheres on the way in? We did swing on it, didn't we? I wonder if there's a way to get it down. There's gotta be another spear somewhere.
What did you find?
The Zephyr went to Kashyyyk. Cordova mentioned someone named Tarful.
A Wookiee chieftain. They were old friends.
Think he's still around?
There's only one way to find out. We have to go to Kashyyyk.
We just opened the way for the Empire?
Found you, intruder.
Did you hear that? Located a hostile. I'll take you down. We'll catch you eventually. I think I'm done. Launching attack. Stay on you. Get back here!
Hey there, BD1.
him down! I'll take him down! Keep away from him! Get him already! Nothing but air.
Seer, there's a transport ship leaving the Empire's base.
I heard. They plan to bring Zepho artifacts to Coruscant.
Does that mean?
That the Emperor is interested in Zepho? Maybe.
Wounded, but he took out a trooper.
Yeah, okay. Let's get him. Someone else attack him! Am I even close to hitting him? Come on, Jedi. Fight us. Dodge this. Someone? Anyone? Help?
Another one?
My friend, in the rotation since I left Bogano, I've uncovered more about the Zepho than I once believed possible.
little help?
You're alone now, Jedi. Jedi's fast.
Hey, BD1? Just checking on you.
You'll have to deal with me now, Jedi.
Hey now. Something was in there.
Jedi! Saw a squad get overtaken by a group of scaz the other day. Oh, what a terrible way to go. That's what happens when you don't follow protocol. Someone else take him down! Is that thing dead?
Deal with me now, Jedi.
We've got an intruder here! He's dead! Get in there! I don't want to die here!
Take her and go. I'll lead them away.
Ulster, no!
What's over there? I'll get you! Got an intruder down there! Let's get him! Someone else get up here! He won't stand still! Smash him!
Cal, we've got a walker firing on us, and our weapons are down.
Is that him? Tell him he better get his butt.
Hold on, I'm on my way.
Nice work out there, kid. Hey, you got some real moves on you. Just tell me that this visit wasn't for nothing.
I found the tomb of a Zeppo sage. They definitely used the Force.
An advanced civilization of Force wielders who mysteriously vanished. No wonder Master Cordova became so obsessed with them. What else did you find?
Before they disappeared, the Zeppo journeyed to the planet Kashyyyk.
Oh.
Cordova had a Wookiee friend named Tarful. Maybe we can find him.
Kashyyyk, look, things are really bad down there. The Empire's muscling in on those Wookiees big time.
Then we better get ready for a fight.
I think this lifestyle suits you. Fighting that walker seems to have made you more confident. So, how are you holding up.
I mean, with the Force?
Yes, with the Force. I know you said it could be overwhelming.
Haven't gotten myself killed yet. Rather not talk about it.
Yeah, well, I understand. More than you realize.
Why'd you choose to stop using the Force?
When the Purge started, and our clone troops turned against us, my Padawan and I took several younglings and we went into hiding. But we didn't last long. Imperial patrol was about to discover our location, so I tried to lure them away from my Padawan Trilla. She stayed behind with the younglings, but they caught me. And they tortured me. They wanted to know about the others and how many were left, but mostly they wanted to know about Cordova and where he went.
But you escaped.
Yeah. It was a prison riot. I saw my opportunity and I took it. But they almost broke me. And I am not the same as I was, Cal.
Your Padawan. Did she survive?
No. But that's why we can't give up. We can't let the sacrifice of those closest to us be for nothing. Please, I'm trying to collect my thoughts. Picking our next destination? Follow your instincts.